Hi, I'm Jesseline, and this video is over the properties of equality. So we want to talk about the different properties of equality. So the first property we are going to talk about is the symmetric property. The symmetric property says for all real numbers, A and B, if A equals B, then B equals A. Okay, it's basically saying, so basically if I say A is 2 and A equals B, that means B has to equal 2. So 2 equals 2, or if this was A, B, or 2 equals 2, B, A. So if we state that A equals B, then it doesn't matter the order I say it in. 2 equals 2 or 2 equals 2. A equals B, B equals A. Doesn't matter the order, okay? For the addition property of equality, it says for all real numbers A, B, and C, if A equals B, then A plus C will equal B plus C because A equals B. So, for example, if I say A equals 10, B has to equal 10, right? Because it only works if A equals B. And let's say C is 5. This is stating that A plus C, which is 10 plus 5, so this is A plus C, is equal to B plus C. Well, B is also 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 equals 15. It's the same thing, but A and B have to be the same. So if we state that A equals B, then A plus C equals B plus C because you're plugging in the same number for A and B. So adding C is going to be the same. Okay. Moving down, the subtraction property. Okay. This one is for all real numbers A, B, and C if A equals B. So we have this if again. A has to equal B for this to be true. Then A minus C is equal to B minus C, because A and B are the exact same number. So again, if we say A is 10, B has to be 10 because A has to equal B. That has to be true for this property to be true. And C equals 5. So A minus C, 10 minus 5, equals B minus C. B is 10 as well, minus 5. So it works. Again, if A equals B, then we know A minus C equals B minus C because we can substitute in that A and B because they're the same value. Okay. And this one, the multiplication property of equality. So this says for all real numbers A, B, and C, so it has this if again, if A equals B. So that must happen. A has to equal B. So we can use 10 again. A equals 10. A equals 10, and so B must be 10 again. C cannot equal 0. So these are the two things that must happen. Then A times C equals B times C. Let's say C is 5 again. So A times C, 10 times 5, that's A times C, equals B times C, 10 times 5, which equals B times C, because A and B are the same thing. So stating. The division property states the same thing. If A equals B, so A has to equal B, and C again is not 0. The reason C can't be 0 is because anything on the multiplication, anything times 0 is 0. And here we can't divide by 0 because that would be, but if we state A equals 10 and B equals 10, then it's saying A divided by C is equal to B divided by C, and C equals 5 again. A divided by C, 10 divided by 5, that's A divided by C, is equal to B divided by C, B divided by C, which is still 10 divided by 5. So that equals. So those are our division properties. Our equality properties. And we have one more. our substitution property, it says if A equals B, so this is true in all of them, right? A has to equal B. Then B can be substituted for A in any expression in an equation, which makes all those other equality properties the same. So if A equals B, so let's say A equals 10, that means B has to equal 10. So if I say A plus 5, then I can say B plus 5, right? Any expression I put in, B can be substituted for A. That is what the substitution property is. If A and B are the same thing. So A minus 20 is the same as saying B minus 20. I substituted in B for A because I know that A and B are equal. Thank you.